funeral directors have been proudly serving the people of this community since 1918. Service is our motto. The poor, the rich, the middle class, and all are given the best of care and attention at all times. You have the privilege to select what you want. In your time of need, contact the capable, the competent, and the dependable staff of the Jwwilliams Funeral Home, who is genuinely concerned with your care. President Deacon Arthur L. Parker, who continues the traditions and values set forth by the past president, Dr. Napoleon Williams. Your announcements for the Jwwilliams Funeral Home Sunday morning program are Deacon Arthur L. Parker, Reverend Isaac H. Owens, Mrs. Calandra Wilkerson Parker, Minister Frankie Harmon, Miss Sandra Johnson, and Deacon Earl Clark, Jr.
Thank you, and good morning, friends. We come to you this morning to bring announcements, dedications, and songs. We certainly hope that your day may be brighter after listening to our program. Miss Senior Marita Mentor of Americus, Georgia. The family of Mother Mertis Dawson of Cordele, Georgia. The family of Mr. Willie Frank Jones of DeSoto, Georgia, would like to thank their many friends for the food, the flowers, the condolences, and all other expressions of sympathy and kindness shown to them during their hours of sorrow and bereavement during the past week. Miss Senior Marita Mentor, age 61, 1402 Madison Street, Americus, Georgia, died Monday, July 6, at her residence in Americus, Georgia. The funeral service for Miss Senior Marita Mentor, age 61, was held on Saturday, July 18th, in the sanctuary of the Friendship Baptist Church in Americus, Georgia. The pastor, Bishop Melvin McCluster, officiated. The burial followed at Staley Memorial Garden in Americus, Georgia. Survivors include her loving and devoted sisters of Americus, Georgia, and Mrs. Kelly Mentor Pittman and her husband, Mr. Andre Pittman of Stockbridge, Georgia. Her brother-in-law, Mr. Ron Gay of Stockbridge, Georgia. A beloved aunt, Mrs. Elizabeth Hinton of Decatur, Georgia. A host of beloved nieces, nephews, many cousins, other relatives, and many sorrowing friends survived Miss Senior Marita Mentor, age 61, 1402 Madison Street, Americus, Georgia. Mother Mertis Dawson, age 93, of 1006 South 5th Street, Cordele, Georgia, died Sunday, July 12th, at her residence in Cordele, Georgia. The funeral service for Mother Mertis Dawson, age 93, was held on Saturday, July 18th, in the chapel of the Jwwilliams Funeral Home in Cordele, Georgia. Her pastor, the Reverend David Watts, pastor of the Piney Grove Baptist Church, officiated. The burial followed at the Vienna City Cemetery in Vienna, Georgia. Survivors include 11 and devoted children, Miss Irma Jean Dawson of College Park, Georgia, Miss Edna Jean Dawson of Cordele, Georgia, Mr. Eddie L. Dawson of Cordele, Georgia, Miss Betty Walker of Cordele, Georgia, Mrs. Amarone Bennett and her husband, Mr. Henry Bennett of Cordele, Georgia, Mrs. Inez Evans and her Fred Evans of Cordele, Georgia, Mr. M.C. Dawson and his wife, Mrs. Shirley Dawson of Dallas, Georgia, Cordele, Georgia, Mrs. Lisa Alfred and her husband, Mr. Derone Alfred of Lithium Springs, Georgia, and Mrs. Felicia Adams and her husband, Mr. Roderick Adams of Locust Grove, Georgia. A host of beloved grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren. Her beloved nieces, nephews, many cousins, other relatives, and many sorrowing friends survive. Mother Mertis Dawson, age 93, of 1006 South 5th Street, Cordele, Georgia. Mr. Willie Frank Jones, age 66, 102 Foster Street, DeSoto, Georgia, died Monday, July 6, at his residence in DeSoto, Georgia. The funeral service for Mr. Willie Frank Jones, age 66, was held on Saturday, July 18th, in the sanctuary of the New Zion Baptist Church in Cobb, Georgia. The pastor, Reverend Ferline Tyson, officiated. The burial followed in the churchyard cemetery. Survivors include his loving and devoted children, Mr. Frank Jones, Jr. of St. Stephen, South Carolina, Mr. Kobe Jones, and Mr. Julian Jones, both of DeSoto, Georgia, Miss Tina Jones of Mockrick Corner, South Carolina, Miss Camilla Jones of Somerville, South Carolina, his bonus children, Mr. Reginald Moran, Sr., Mr. Jimmy Moser, Mr. Michael Moser, Miss Peggy Moser, and Mr. Antonia Moser, all of St. Stephen, South Carolina. 14 beloved grandchildren, his loving and devoted sisters, Miss Gladys Jones of Americus, Georgia, Miss Carolyn Jones, Miss Gwendolyn Jones, both of DeSoto, Georgia, Mrs. Shirley Williams and her husband, Mr. Robert Williams of Leslie, Georgia. His beloved brothers, Mr. Robert Jones, Mr. Otis Jones, Mr. Moses Jones, all of DeSoto, Georgia, and Mr. Joseph Jones and his wife, Mrs. Patricia Jones, and Mr. Willie Jones, both of Americus, Georgia. A host of beloved nieces, nephews, cousins, other relatives, and many sorrowing friends survive. Mr. Willie Frank Jones, age 66, 102 Foster Street, DeSoto, Georgia. Again, the family of Miss Senior Marita Mentor of Americus, Georgia. The family of Mother Mertis Dawson of Cordele, Georgia. The family of Mr. Willie Frank Jones of DeSoto, Georgia would like to thank their many friends for all of the many kindnesses shown to them during the hours of sorrow and bereavement during the past week. May God bless each of you is their prayer. The Jwwilliams funeral directors serving Cordele and Vienna were in charge of each of these arrangements during this past week.
Contact the competent, capable, and dependable staff at the Jwwilliams funeral home.
And now, it is certainly with the deepest regret that we make the following announcement. Mr. Johnny Lee Brown, age 64, of 1015 Seven Springs Drive, Cordele, Georgia, died Saturday, June 20th at the 10th Regional Hospital in Tifton, Georgia. Survivors include his loving and devoted wife, Mrs. Eddie Jean Maynard Brown of Cordele, Georgia. His loving and devoted children, Mr. Gregory Robert Brown of Warwick, Georgia, Miss Kendra Pruitt and her husband, Mr. Gregory Pruitt, and Miss Kimberly Brown, both of Cordele, Georgia. A beloved sister, Mrs. Aline Brown Mitchell of Cordele, Georgia. A host of other relatives and many, many sorrowing friends survive Mr. Johnny Lee Brown, age 64, of 1015 Seven Springs Drive, Cordele, Georgia. The funeral service for Mr. Johnny Brown, age 64, will be held today, Sunday, July 19, at 1 p.m. in the chapel of the Jwwilliams Funeral Home in Cordele, Georgia. The Reverend Nelson Maynard, pastor of the St. James Baptist Church and the Crossroad Baptist Church, will officiate. The burial will follow at the Mount Olive Baptist Church Cemetery in Warwick, Georgia. United States Army veteran, Mr. Jerry Sutton, Sr., age 67, of Vienna, Georgia, died Thursday, July 16th, at his residence in Vienna, Georgia. Survivors include his loving and devoted wife, Mrs. Carolyn Leary Sutton, his loving and devoted children, Mr. Jerry Sutton, Jr., and his wife, Miss Sylvia Sutton of Unadilla, Georgia, Mr. Rodney B. Sutton of Warner Robins, Georgia, 5 beloved grandchildren, 1 great-grandchild, his loving and devoted sisters, Miss Mary Sutton of Vienna, Georgia, Mrs. Wanda Kennedy and her husband, Mr. Ernest Kennedy, and Mrs. Pamela Sutton Collins, both of Unadilla, Georgia. His beloved brothers, the Reverend Johnny Sutton and his wife, Mrs. Joanne Sutton of Covington, Georgia. Mr. Timothy Sutton and his wife, Mrs. Mamie Sutton of Cordele, Georgia. Mr. Larry Sutton and Mr. Dexter Sutton and his wife, Mrs. Leandra Sutton, both of Vienna, Georgia. His beloved aunts and uncles, Mr. Randy Sutton of California, Mrs. Benita Foster, Mr. Tommy Sutton, both of Cincinnati, Ohio, Mr. Anthony Sutton of Boston, Massachusetts, and Mr. Gregory Sutton of Washington State. A host of beloved nieces, nephews, cousins, other relatives, and many, many sorrowing friends survive United States Army veteran, Mr. Jerry Sutton, Sr., age 67, of Vienna, Georgia. The funeral service for United States Army veteran Mr. Jerry Sutton, Sr., age 67, will be held on Tuesday, July 21st at 11 a.m. in the chapel of the Jwwilliams Funeral Home in Cordele, Georgia. Overseer Leroy Reynolds will officiate. Overseer Annie Reynolds will deliver the eulogy. The burial will follow at the Little Poplar Springs Church Cemetery in Byronville, Georgia. The public visitation will be held on Monday, July 20th from 1 until 5 p.m. at the Jwwilliams Funeral Home. Mrs. Margaret Gray Barron, age 80, 124 Fairway 2 Drive, Americus, Georgia, died Tuesday, July 14th at the Phoebe Sumter Medical Center in Americus, Georgia. Survivors include her loving and devoted children, Mrs. Vicki Pless and her husband, Mr. Horace Pless, of Fredericksburg, Virginia, Mr. Willie Barron, Miss Patricia Barron, Mrs. Stephanie Lamont, Miss Monica Barron, and Mr. Stephen Barron, all of Americus, Georgia. 16 beloved grandchildren, one of whom she reared, Miss Tanisha Barron of Douglas, Georgia. A host of great-grandchildren, one sister-in-law, Miss Sandra Gray of Kathleen, Georgia, one brother-in-law, Mr. James Smith of Florida, a host of beloved nieces, nephews, cousins, other relatives, and many, many sorrowing friends survive. Miss Margaret Gray Barron, age 80, 124 Fairway 2 Drive, Americus, Georgia. The funeral service for Miss Margaret Gray Barron, age 80, will be held on Friday, July 24th at 11 a.m. in the sanctuary of the Union Tabernacle Baptist Church in Americus, Georgia. The pastor, Reverend Larry Sims, will officiate. The burial will follow at the Eastview Cemetery in Americus, Georgia. The public visitation will be on Thursday, July 23rd from 1 until 5 p.m. at the Jwwilliams Funeral Home. Retired educator, Mother Alberta Ashman Harris, age 90, of Perry, Georgia, formerly of Macon County, Georgia, died Saturday, July 4th at the home of her beloved daughter in Upper Malvern, Maryland. Survivors include a loving and devoted daughter, Miss Sigrid J. Harris of Perry, Georgia. Her beloved grandsons, Mr. Robert James Wright of Perry, Georgia, Mr. Samuel Henderson Wright of Freeport, Florida. Her loving and devoted sisters, Miss Lily Ruth Ambers and her husband, Mr. Eddie Ambers of Snellville, Georgia, Mrs. Carolyn Thorpe and her husband, Mr. Richard Thorpe of Lawrenceville, Georgia, Miss Mamie Mills of Kennesaw, Georgia, Miss Victoria Rice of Snellville, Georgia, and Miss Sonia M. Williams of Marion, Ohio. Her beloved brothers, Mr. Willie Joe Larry of Montezuma, Georgia, Mr. Shade Ashman and his wife, Mrs. Hattie Ashman of Fredericksburg, Virginia, Mr. Ted R. Ashman of Marion, Ohio, Mr. Willie H. Ashman, Mr. Nathaniel Ashman, Mr. Willie C. Ashman, and Mr. Adolphus West and his wife, Mrs. Elizabeth West, all of Miami, Florida. Mr. James Ashman of Atlanta, Georgia. Mr. Freddie Ashman, Mr. Calvin Ashman, both of Montezuma, Georgia. Her beloved uncle, Mr. Joseph Hoggerbrook, and his wife, Mrs. Joanne Hoggerbrook of Rockmont, Georgia. A devoted cousin, Mr. Reuben Ashman of Washington, D.C., a host of beloved nieces, nephews, cousins, other relatives, and many sorrowing friends survive. Retired educator, Mother Alberta Ashman Harris, age 90, of Perry, Georgia, formerly of Macon County, Georgia. The funeral service for retired educator Mother Alberta Ashman Harris, age 90, will be announced at a later date pending the completion of the arrangement. Mrs. Sumitra Trice Jackson, age 56, formerly of Cordele, Georgia, died Sunday, July 5th at the Tallahassee Memorial Hospital in Tallahassee, Florida. Survivors include her living and devoted husband, Mr. Eddie Lee Jackson of Tallahassee, Florida. Her living and devoted children, Miss Sumitra Trice of Cordele, Georgia, Miss Betty Trice of Valdosta, Georgia, Miss Latoya Trice of Warner Robins, Georgia, and Mr. Baron McKenzie, Jr. of Cordele, Georgia. 14 beloved grandchildren, 4 great-grandchildren, a beloved sister, Miss Patricia Trice of Jacksonville, Florida. Her beloved brothers, Mr. Lonnie Coleman, Jr., Mr. Anthony Williams, and Mr. Bernard Williams, all of Cordele, Georgia. Her beloved aunts and uncles, Mrs. Bernice Pittman and her husband, Mr. Freddie Pittman, and Miss Minnie Mitchell, Mr. James Trice and his wife, Mrs. Lucy Trice, and Mr. Ernest Trice and Mr. Cecil Byram, all of Cordele, Georgia. Mrs. Agnes Stubbs and her husband, Mr. Eddie Stubbs of Stockbridge, Georgia. Mr. Ricky Walker of Macon, Georgia. A host of beloved nieces, nephews, many cousins, other relatives, and many sorrowing friends survive. Mrs. Sumitra Trice Jackson, age 56, of Tallahassee, Florida, formerly of Cordele, Georgia. The funeral service for Mrs. Sumitra Trice Jackson, age 56, will be announced at a later date pending the completion of the arrangements. Mr. Henry Harris, age 69, of 21430 Georgia Highway 27, Vienna, Georgia, died Thursday, July 16th at the Piedmont Macon Medical Hospital in Macon, Georgia. Survivors include his loving and devoted wife, Mrs. Hattie Harris of Vienna, Georgia, a host of other relatives, and many sorrowing friends survive. Mr. Henry Harris, age 69, of 21430 Georgia Highway 27, Vienna, Georgia. The funeral service for Mr. Henry Harris, age 69, will be announced at a later date pending the completion of the arrangements. The Jwwilliams Jwwilliams funeral directors, serving Cordell and Diana, are in charge of each of these arrangements during this week.
The middle class and all are given the best of care and attention at all times. You have the privilege to select what you want. In your time of need, contact the capable, the competent, and the dependable staff of the Jwwilliams Funeral Home who is genuinely concerned with you.
Friends, that conclude our funeral notices for this morning. And as always, we do remind each of you concerning our pre-funeral arrangements planning available at the Jwwilliams Funeral Home, with packages available with a single pay, a 3-year pay, a 5-year pay, and a 10-year pay. So please stop by and talk with us concerning your pre-funeral arrangements needs available at the Jwwilliams Funeral Home. And also whole life insurance is available at the Jwwilliams Funeral Home.
And now for announcements. The Piney Grove Baptist Church homecoming will be observed today, Sunday, July 19th at 1:30 p.m. Dr. Eddie J. Talbert, pastor of the Spring Hill Baptist Church and Mount Bethel Baptist Church, will be the guest speaker. Everyone is cordially invited to attend. Mother Eddie Mae Cook is the church mother. Sister Dorothy Bryan is the secretary. Deacon Nathaniel Roddy is the chairman of deacons. Reverend David L. Watts is the pastor. The Pleasant Valley Baptist Church homecoming will be observed today at 10:30 a.m. Beginning at 10:30 a.m. The afternoon service will begin at 1:30 p.m. Pastor Jerry Sanders of the Bethlehem Baptist Church will be the speaker. The revival service will begin on Tuesday, July 21st through Thursday, July 23rd. The following churches will be on program. Tuesday, Big Poplar Springs Baptist Church and Reverend Lucius Albritton. Wednesday, New Life International Outreach Ministry and Apostle Lily Weaver. Thursday, Mount Moriah Baptist Church and Reverend Edward Lester. Everyone has a cordial invitation to attend. Dr. Beverly M. Bolden is the pastor. The Shady Grove CME Church annual homecoming will be observed today, with Sunday school beginning at 10 o'clock a.m. Homecoming service will begin at 11 o'clock a.m. The pastor, Reverend John Thomas, will deliver the message. Dinner will be served. Brother Anderson Jenkins, chairman of stewards. Reverend John Thomas is the pastor. The Spring Hill Baptist Church annual homecoming will be on Sunday, July 19th at 1:30 p.m. today. Beulah Baptist Church and Dr. Dwayne Daniels will be in charge of the service. The revival service will begin on Monday, July 20th through Wednesday, July 22nd at 7 o'clock p.m. each evening. Monday, the following churches will be on program. Green Grove Baptist Church and Reverend Darrell McIntosh, along with the New Hope Baptist Church, Mount Air Baptist Church, Mount Calvary Baptist Church, Antioch Baptist Church, and Turkey Creek Baptist Church. Tuesday, Bethel Baptist Church and Dr. Bobby G. West, along with Ebenezer Baptist Church, St. Mark Baptist Church, Free Providence Baptist Church, Evergreen of Pinehurst and Forest Chapel, along with the Holly Grove Baptist Church. Wednesday, Reverend Carlos Dixon, along with New Travelers Home Church, will be in charge of the services. Also on program will be the Evergreen Baptist Church of Rochelle, Piney Grove Baptist Church of Rochelle, Mount Beulah, and Mount Moriah Baptist Churches. Sister Mary Ann Lewis is the secretary. Deacon Choice Cobb Jr. is the chairman of deacons. Reverend Choice Cobb Sr. is the pastor. The Shady Grove Baptist Church annual revival will begin on Monday, July 20th through Wednesday, July 22nd at 7:30 p.m. each evening. Our program will be Monday, Spring Hill and Mount Bethel Baptist Church and Dr. Eddie Talbert. Tuesday, New Provision Baptist Church and Reverend Donnie R. Hall. Wednesday, Gethsemane Worship Center and Overseer James Brown. Everyone has a cordial invitation to attend. Sister Shawana Davis is the secretary. Deacon Sam Mumphrey is the chairman of deacons. Reverend Kelvin Drake is the pastor. The Bay Point CME Church Revival will begin on Monday, July 27th through Wednesday, July 29th at 7 o'clock p.m. Reverend Lewis Burton will be the revivalist. Our program will be Monday, Faith Memorial CME Church, New Bethel CME Church of Pinehurst, Mount Olive Baptist Church, Pleasant Hill Baptist Church, New Bethel Church of Cordele, and Ebenezer CME Church. Tuesday, Byron Chapel CME Church, Mount Zion CME Church, Turkey Creek Baptist Church, Rocky Mount CME Church, Reedy Branch Baptist Church, and the Unadilla CME Church. Wednesday, Macedonia Baptist Church, New Bethel Baptist Church of Dooley, Little Creek Baptist Church, Shady Grove CME Church, Hall Chapel CME Church, and Mount Pleasant Travel Rest Church. Sister Elaine Leggett is the secretary. Brother Lawrence Leggett is chairman of stewards. Sister Tangela Azubia is the pastor. Friendship Baptist Church annual homecoming will be on Sunday, August 9th at 12 o'clock noon. The afternoon service will begin at 2 o'clock p.m. with the St. Mark Baptist Church and Reverend James Jordan in charge of the services. Revival services will begin on Monday, August 10th through Wednesday, August 12th. The following churches are on program. Monday, Camp Creek Baptist Church of Brother Simmons, along with Brown Chapel Baptist Church, Mount Moriah Baptist Church, and Unadilla CME Church. Tuesday, Free Providence Baptist Church and Reverend Troyce Cobb Sr., along with Spring Hill Baptist Church, the Ebenezer Baptist Church, and Pleasant Valley Baptist Church. Wednesday, Forest Chapel Baptist Church and Reverend Joseph Green, along with New Hope Baptist Church, Beautiful Zion Baptist Church, and Evergreen Baptist Church. Sister Cassandra Askew is the secretary. Mother Nanny Burke is the church mother. The New Poplar Spring Baptist Church of Byronville extends a cordial invitation for you to worship with them today. Services will begin at 9:45 a.m. You may join them each Wednesday via conference call at 6:30 a.m. for morning prayer and at 7 o'clock p.m. for an hour of encouragement. The dial-in number is 253-993-3761. Pastor Teacher Johnny Dean is the pastor. The Vienna Church of Christ of Vienna invites everyone to worship with them in person or via Zoom each Sunday, with Sunday school beginning at 10 o'clock a.m. Morning worship at 11 a.m. Bible study is held each Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m. The Zoom number is 447-485-6691. Or you may contact any member of the Vienna Church of Christ for this number. Brother Carl Colbert is the minister. The Shady Grove CME Church invites everyone to worship with them today, Sunday school at 10 o'clock a.m. Worship service each third Sunday at 11 o'clock a.m. The dial-in number is 518-425-1620. Bible study is held each Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. via conference call. The dial-in number is 518-425-1620. Brother Anderson Jenkins is the chairman of stewards. Reverend John Thomas is the pastor. The Jenkins Jubilee Gospel Singers will be celebrating their 66th anniversary today at Whole Truth International Ministries. The doors will open at 4 o'clock p.m. The program will begin at 5 o'clock p.m. The admission is free. For more information, please contact Ms. Brittany Denard at 229-591-8021. New Life Church Family and Friends Fellowship will be observed today. The service will begin at 4 o'clock p.m. Everyone is cordially invited to attend. Reverend Johnny O. Hosley is the pastor. Freedom Harvest Worship Center Vacation Bible School will begin on Monday, July 20th through Thursday, July 23rd from 5:30 p.m. until 8 o'clock p.m. This year's theme is Reigning with Purpose. Freedom Harvest Worship invites you to share with them in their Back to School Bash, which will be held on Saturday, July 25th at 10 o'clock a.m. Dr. Georgia Deriso is the pastor. The new St. Paul Baptist Church revival will begin on Tuesday, July 28th through Thursday, July 30th at 7 o'clock p.m. Pastor Michael J. Akery Jr. of Lizzie Bloomer Baptist Church, Hawkinsville, will be the revivalist. The homecoming service will be on Sunday, August 2nd, with Sunday school beginning at 10 o'clock a.m., worship service at 11 o'clock a.m. Dinner will be served. Deacon Wilbur Sims is the chairman of deacons. Reverend Michael Walker is the pastor. The Ebenezer Baptist Church will celebrate the first anniversary of its pastor, Reverend Willie James Felton. The program will begin, and everyone has a cordial invitation to attend. As we continue this morning with our announcements, we would also like to remind you that you're invited to worship at the Greater Mars Tabernacle Baptist Church today. Worship services will begin with Sunday school at 9 o'clock a.m. Morning worship service will begin at 9:30 a.m. You're invited to share with them as well. Mother Mary Henderson is the church mother. Deacon Arthur L. Parker is the chairman of deacons. Dr. Jwwilliams is the pastor. The Mount Zion First African Baptist Church extends your cordial invitation for you to worship with them today. Services begin at 11 o'clock a.m. Deacon Joe Wedges is the chairman of deacons. Dr. Jan James III is the pastor. You're cordially invited to worship at the Gethsemane Baptist Church today. Worship service begins at 10:30 a.m. Deacon Johnny Wilson, chairman of deacons. Reverend Cecil Strawder is the pastor. The New Oak Grove Baptist Church extends a cordial invitation for you to worship with them today. Sunday school begins at 9:15 a.m. Worship service at 10 o'clock a.m. Deacon Alonzo Jones, chairman of deacons. Reverend W.W. Wilson is the pastor. You're cordially invited to worship at New St. Stephen's Church today. Worship service begins at 11 o'clock a.m. You may join them for prayer each Tuesday at 7 o'clock p.m. You may join them via conference call at 732-434-2022. Or you may join them on Wednesday for a Bible study at 7 o'clock p.m. by calling 732-434-2022. Dr. Frankie Harmon is the pastor. The Mount Bethel Baptist Church homecoming will be observed on Sunday, August 2nd at 11:30 a.m. The following churches are invited to be their guests: St. Paul Baptist Church and Spring Hill Baptist Church. At 2 o'clock p.m., the Greater Gulf Creek Baptist Church and Reverend Lorenzo Martin will be in charge of the service. The following churches are invited: St. James Baptist Church, Crossroad Baptist Church, New Hope Baptist Church, and all surrounding churches. Dinner will be served. Sister Sandra Mumphrey is the secretary. Deaconess Ethel Mumphrey is the church mother. Deacon Edward Mumphrey is the chairman of deacons. Dr. Eddie Talbert is the pastor. The Gethsemane Baptist Church will have its revival services beginning on Tuesday, August 4th through Thursday, August 6th at 7 o'clock p.m. Pastor Colby McKenzie, pastor of New Pilgrim Baptist Church of Macon, Georgia, will be the revivalist. Everyone is cordially invited to attend. Deacon Johnny Wilson, chairman of deacons. Reverend Cecil Strawder is the pastor. The Greater Gum Creek Baptist Church annual one-night revival will be on Friday, August 7th at 7 o'clock p.m. New Provision Baptist Church and Reverend Donnie R. Hall will be the guests. The revival will climax on Sunday, August 9th at 10:30 a.m. The pastor, Reverend Joseph Hagerbrook, will deliver the message. Sister Elizabeth Griffin is the secretary. Deacon Zachary Fields is the chairman of deacons. Reverend Joseph Hagerbrook is the pastor. The Crisp County 6th Annual Back to School Bash will be on Saturday, August 1st at the Crisp County Recreation Center from 11 a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. There will be a backpack giveaway, free food, bounce houses, and games. College and military recruiters will be available, free haircuts and girls' braids, and so much more. Everyone is invited to come out. Mrs. Monica Robinson is the executive director. Fort Valley State University Crisp County Head Start is now accepting applications for the 2026-2027 school year. Families interested in enrolling your children are encouraged to visit the Head Start Center at 1110 South 12th Street in Cordele to complete an application and receive information regarding required registration documents. For additional information prior to your visit, you may call Ms. Laquita Jenwright at 229-276-9880. Empowerment Pathways Youth Build is now accepting appointments for interviews for ages between 16 and 24. They offer the free opportunity to earn your GED, basic construction skills, career readiness, leadership training, job replacement assistance, college placements assistance, and so much more. For more information, please contact the program director, Ms. Marissa Wedges, at 229-276-1580. Everyone has a cordial invitation to worship at the Mount Calvary Baptist Church today. Worship service begins with Sunday school at 9:30 a.m., morning worship at 10:45 a.m. Mother Evelyn Lewis is the church mother. Deacon Leon Spears is the chairman of deacons. Reverend Isaac Owens is the pastor. You're invited to worship at the Greater Gum Creek Baptist Church today. Services begin at 10:30 a.m. Mother Norma Solomon, church mother. Deacon Zachary Fields, chairman of deacons. Reverend Joseph Hagerbrook is the pastor. Friends, as always, we'd like to remind you, if you have announcements that you would like for us to share on a Sunday morning program, we advise and we encourage you to get them to us. You may bring them to us at Monday through Saturday until 12 o'clock noon at the funeral home, or you may drop them off at the funeral home, or you may fax them to us at 229-273-5111. We invite you to join us each Sunday morning here on our station beginning at 7 o'clock a.m., or you may watch us on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. You also may join us when you're traveling on WDC Radio 94.7 at 7:30 a.m. until 8 o'clock a.m. Again, if you have announcements that you would like for us to share, you may email them to us at info@jwwilliams.com. info@jwwilliams.com, or you may fax them to us at 229-273-5111. That concludes our announcements for today.
And now for dedications. Our first selection this morning is dedicated to the following: in loving memory of Miss Salitha Brown, who departed this life July 10th, 2023. Dedication requested by her beloved mother, Mother Burnell Werburn, and the entire family. Precious memory lingers still. In loving memory of Miss Shelley Fagan, who departed this life July 15, 1990. Dedication requested by her beloved sisters, Gail, Lucy, her brother, Deacon Jimmy Fagan, and his wife, Mrs. Lavanza Fagan, and the entire Fagan family. Gone but not forgotten. Our first selection this morning is dedicated to the following: a very special happy 46th wedding anniversary to my pastor, Dr. K.M. Williams, and Sister Kathy Williams, who is actually celebrating their anniversary today. Today, Sunday, July 19th. Dedication requested by their beloved children and their entire family and the members of the Greater Morris Tabernacle Baptist Church family. Happy 46th wedding anniversary to Dr. K.M. and Sister Kathy Williams. God bless you and continue to bless your union and keep it strong as you serve the Master. Our first selection this morning is dedicated to the following: happy birthday to Mr. Gary Williams, who celebrated his belated birthday to Mr. Gary Williams, who celebrated his birthday on Sunday, July 12th. Dedication requested by his beloved children, his grandchildren, and his beloved mother. Happy birthday to Dr. Eddie Talbot, a belated birthday, who celebrated his birthday Monday, July 13th. Dedication requested by his beloved wife, Sister Tamika Talbot, the entire Talbot family, and the members of the Mount Bethel Baptist Church and the Spring Hill Baptist Church. Dr. Eddie Talbot, happy birthday, and many